Hi guys. Module 6, you're almost done. Wow. Okay. You probably went into the welcome because that's where you found this video. But then here is the discussion. So just you're reading chapters 6 and 7, and just note that now we're going back to chapter 6. You're describing a naturalistic observation. Make sure that you're using that information, but a naturalistic observation, you don't do anything. Like you're like sitting at a stop sign counting the number of cars that are going by. You're sitting in the middle of campus and you're counting how many males and females there are. You're watching a basketball game and counting the number of aggressive acts. I don't know. You're not doing anything. They don't even know who you are. That's a naturalistic observation. And then a case study, that is a person in particular. Like you might be describing like Gandhi or Mother Teresa or like Hitler. Like you're describing somebody that is so important to your topic. So your topic might be like, I don't know, say it's like serial killers or something. You're describing the craziest serial killer there ever was, or something like that. Or you're describing Freud. It's one person. Anyways. And so there you are. And then you're writing your methods section, and I really do think that this, remember that you're not actually running this study at all. You're using the survey questions from the discussion in module 4, where you made that form and hopefully people answered your questions. And then you're going to keep using this sample paper. So we already should have done the lit review. And now we're doing the method. So this is all going to be just in future tense because we're not actually doing this. So just say who your participants would be, what number of participants would you have, what percentage of each gender, what would be the ideal age on average, or any other demographic information that's important. Like if you need them to be like athletes that are playing D2 or whatever it might be. And remember, this is just a fantasy study, so say whatever you want. It doesn't have to be like real. I'm going to say that this is a fantasy study, so just make this ideal. And then for your research design, I mean, I'm trying not to reveal information, but I am saying that if you have a correlation, you can just remove this section. This research design would be if you have an experiment. Then you would say the independent and dependent variables. Maybe you decided that that is ideal. Like say that you wanted to do like pre and post treatment, then you would describe that here. Maybe you're going to have like more than one treatment. And so then you would need this research design section. Otherwise you can delete that. And then for the measures, remove this word and say what your operational definition is of, I don't know, like let's say it's happiness. So you would remove this and you would just write happiness, and then you would say your questions on your survey. The questions on your survey. Here, that's like literally what you're listing. Happiness was defined as the questions, as the following, the answers to the following questions, and then say your questions. If you had some other variable, say that here. And then this is again in future tense, and you're just saying that if you were to run this study, you would seek and receive IRB approval. You explain how you would recruit participants, if they would be alone or in groups, how you would obtain informed consent, and so forth. And that's all that you're doing for this. That's it for this week. Let me know if you have any questions.